Welcome back to RMS Diagnostics, your all-time favourite online auto electrics. So, this is what we got. We've got 2014 Focus ST. She looks like the Volvo 5-cylinder motor. It's a non-start. So the customers phoned us, told us, yeah, I've got this Focus. We've had some work done on it, but the dash keeps mucking about, keep losing the accelerator, dash goes off, it won't start, blah, 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 blah. I went, okay, sounds like a standard dash repair. Let's get it in. Let's get it looked at. We put the battery on charge. We're going to have a look, see what we got. The only issue we have got is when it turned up on a truck. He says, yeah, the garage, which it's been at, have managed to get it running now and again, but it doesn't do this, doesn't do that. I'm like, hold on. It was meant to be a driving car. You drive in, we're going to check your dash or do a dash cluster repair, and that's going to be it all done. But no, it was a non-start what's been played with somewhere else. First thing we're going to do is look at the cluster. Let's see what that's doing, and then we'll make a decision what we're going to do. We do a huge amount of these clusters, and every time we do them, it's intermittent. As soon as you've got it running, it sort of stays running. You might get the odd flicker, but nothing serious. So the idea was, he told us it's driving, and this happens, that happens, that happens. We book him in, expecting him to turn up with a car. Well, in fact, we didn't book him in. We said we could have a look at it, and he was going to let us know. The next morning, this thing turns up on a truck, non-start, flat battery. It's been at another garage for a few weeks. They can't work out what's going on with it. We said we'd have a look at it anyway. Said we'd have a look at the cluster, see what's going on. But then we see this. It's been done before. Don't know when it was. He hasn't mentioned anything. When we said we think it's a dash cluster, he didn't say, I've just had that done. So we're going to have a check. This could have been done badly. Who knows? Normally if they use security stickers, they're normally okay. We do a huge amount of these clusters. The problem you've got with these is everything communicates through this. This is the main part of your immobiliser. If this loses communication, it won't turn over, won't start, won't do anything. The actual throttle, the accelerator pedal, talks to this. So it's got an analog signal, just normal voltages coming into this unit. This then transforms it into a digital signal, which then talks to the ECU. So again, if anything breaks down on this, you're going to lose accelerator. So it sounded about right. But it don't sound right to me. I think we got something else going on. But we might be wrong. Who knows? So let's get this looked at. These needles are very loose. It's not been together for very long. So I think we're going down the wrong path. But we're here. We're going to check it. See what it's doing. So these do have multiple different faults. We're just going to check the basics. Make sure we've got a can in and out. Well, in fact, we're not even going to do that. We're going to do the repair anyway. We're going to get it repaired. We're going to have a quick visual look. Visual look? Best way of looking, really. It looks okay. So I'm going to do the standard repair anyway. We're going to get it back together, get it in the car, see if we change anything, see what happens. I'll be back to you once I've done this. So we've done the cluster repair. Quite a standard repair. But so it's still the same. So it's eliminated that. We think it's not that unless the repair, what they done on it, was bad. I have spoke to him. I've had to speak to him anyway. This was repaired a year ago. He sent it back down to them for them to check it. See, we've mentioned it. He didn't mention that he's had this done. So we've done all this. It hasn't changed it. But look at this. So the STs come with remote keyless entry. So this stays in your pocket. It opens the doors. you get in, push the button, proxy type key. I spoke to the garage who looked at it. I said, do you know anything about this? He said, no, not really, but we used to work on this car and it used to have a normal key, like the proxy key. Then another customer's turned up with it and it's got this gear, which is remote start type. I don't know why they've done it, but it's some sort of system. Don't even know what system it is. Pandora system, long range remote control. So it wouldn't surprise me if it's one of them ones you can start your car from inside your house and all that sort of stuff. So these are. So I said to him, well, can you bring down the original key? Well, that's not programmed to the car now. So they have a complicated system anyway. On the proxy side, where it has to talk to the RFA module in the back, that picks it up, tells the steering lock to come off, then it starts going through its cycle. Then it would have added this into it, cut into the starter circuit, because at the moment the engine's turning on, fuel pump buzzes up, but it doesn't crank over. So before I rip all this lot out, I think we're going to give it a good scan, see what we think is going on, and do some basic checks before we go. Right, let's get a scanner on it. That's what you'd think, innit? Plug your computer in, see how you go. Let me just show you this. She's had the OBD port, delete. So that's handy. You try and plug it in, it's got no port under there. Hopefully they've tucked it out of the way more than cut it and add some sort of joiny type thing in it. Just a basic one. Run it down, we'll do your dash repair. Should be beautiful. So we managed to find the OBD port, tucked up out of the way, cable tied up. I won't show you where it was, just in case one of my viewers from New Zealand decides to fly over to the UK, find out where I work, find out any details of the car, go and find out where the customer is, try and steal his car, and I made it 3 seconds faster than it would have done. Some of the comments we get, it's ridiculous. So, anyways, I'll keep that off camera. But luckily they hadn't cut the OBD plug off, because quite often that's what they're doing at the moment. They'll cut the plug and put a different style plug on it, and you keep a joiner, or you keep the end part with a different plug in the house, and they're all wired up different, so you can't just go in and steal it, you know. So anyways, we got it scanned. We got a few bits going on. ABS, configuration, communication bus. That U1900 is normally the communication bus as well. They are, I think, instrument cluster, U1900, accelerator range, but we've got a lot of battery voltage. Remote keyless entry, system low, yeah, ignition spare, oh man, it's going to be horrible. Right, engine, that's what we're going to be looking at. Although, does the engine stop? Yeah, the engine cuts off the relay for the cranking. So, right, ignition coil primary A, B, C, D, E, and A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, right. So it's saying that the coils are open circuit, all 5 of them, but we had to find that OBD plug. This could have happened while the battery's flat, while people were mucking about with it, so we're going to clear everything down, see what we got in what and what's doing what. And even if the fuse had gone for that, unless a fuse does something else for the cranking side of it, I would think that's not going to be down to it. So let's go back. Oh, give it one more scan. They're all clear at the moment, but we'll get in and give it one more crank, see if anything comes back. So, cracking little tool. This is the ThinkCar 399. Amazing. This is the Carlos Fandango of the diagnostic world. It's got AI. So the AI in this is self-learning like everything else. So you can put in your faults, put in your fixes. It will start learning. So, yeah, cracking little tool. It's not up there yet, but same as everything, it's got to learn the systems. So let's give this one cycle. Whoop. Ignition off. On. Fuel pump comes on. Doesn't crank. Right, just double check the fuel codes. Go back out. One more scan. Seems all clear. Okay. We're all just going to PCM directly. Problem is, we're not going to see a lot. My full cards. Just in case we've got one hiding there. Still, no DTCs. So, I do want to see. Have we got the RKE on it? Yeah. So the RKE is remote keyless entry. Let's just make sure we've got nothing in that. See if we have got a key coded. I don't know whether they clone them keys over so it sucks the information out of one key, puts it into that and uses it, or maybe swap the chip over or something, or whether they program that into them units. I don't do aftermarket stuff, I hate it. Read data stream. Oh. It's got two keys programmed. Keyless vehicle module to steering column security lock match. So it's got no codes in it. So I think immobiliser side might be alright. So let's just have a quick look at the diagram. See if it tells us anything about that fuse, where the coil power comes from. See if that gives us any sort of idea, and then we'll start doing some basic testing. Right, so it has got 5 coils, all come from one fuse, so we will run through these fuses, but I'm pretty sure if one of them fuses are gone, even before it cranks over, it would notice that these are open circuit. The only real thing what links them is an earth point. Earth point, one fuse, but it's all powering up, it's trying to do something, but it's not cranking over. So where's the starter circuit on these? So yeah, ECU. This is a starter relay, and it's turned off by the ECU. So I think that's where we're going to have to start. Let's see if we've got starter circuit. Starting system. It has got a private plate on it because that is later than 2007. It's got the new style dash. So starter motor, it's not auto. So main lives out your battery. This comes down. That's going to power up your main feed into your starter motor circuit. Obviously it's got a bolted earth, so earth point doesn't matter. It's not on automatic, so we can ignore that side of it. So we're going to go down manual transmission. So this part here, this bit, that's going to be your keyless entry module, which tells the relay that you've pressed the button. If it hasn't received an earth from the ECU, that won't allow the relay to kick in. So this tells the relay to kick in, this can turn it off. And then it's literally live, straight to starter, down on the exciter wire, should flick the solenoid over, should do it. So starting at the relay is going to give us a few points to check, see what we can find. But the garage just said they had it spun over, but it wouldn't accelerate. So I don't quite know what that's doing, how they done it or whatever. So let's have a look, see what it's doing, I suppose. Yeah, let's go to that relay. Let's just have a quick look up which relay it is. Where are we? Starter 13. This one here. So second one up, bottom right hand corner. So let's get to that. See what it's doing. So we're just going to do some basic tests. We're using a ProLogic test probe. These cracking little tools. Relay pullers. How many times do you grab them with a pair of grips and it wrecks them? So if you can just get underneath it, and even if you can't, it grabs it so well down the side. There we go. That's that. Pretty sure the starter's going to be okay. So we've got a second-hand one in the footwell. So, and the other garage said they've had it turning over. So it's got a main live to the starter. We've got an earth path down to the starter. Let's give it a little and see if it cranks over. See? It's not cranking. Right, the issue here, we don't quite know how that works. Right, let's have a look at this. So, what I didn't think about is the remote start side of it. So, where have they cut into? Have they gone just straight down to the exciter wire and they put a voltage down to there? Do they go through the relay and activate the relay? I'll be surprised, because the ECU's not turning on. This would be a hard one to do it on, but they may have gone into the sort of RKE, the keyless entry side of it. I don't know. Oh yeah, that side could be keyless entry side of it. So let's disable the alarm, then go and check it, and hopefully it could be just this circuit what's failed. So let's have a look. Right, so we're all disarmed, we're back on it, still got our power, and our earth path, which was meant to be earth, 2.49 volts. That's weird, isn't it? Where's the starter? Let's just see what's going on down there. Oh, it looks like it's just down the front. Let's have a look. Right, we can get to the starter mode, but like I say, it's been changed. Well, I think it's been changed. Right, got our main live. The exciter wire. So the exciter wire on there has got 2.53. It hasn't got an earth circuit. The solenoid hasn't got an earth path. Hold on. The starter motor's got no earth. So, again, back to basics. Let's just show you. The engine's got 2.7 volts. The engine mount is full earth, and the engine's 2 volts. We've lost engine earth. Just a quick one, this is your last chance to win Mechanic Mindset giveaway. 3-month subscription and a free multimeter, all come from Darren at Mechanic Mindset. It's being drawn on the 19th of February, 7 PM. So that's 2 days from time of recording. So if you want to get involved in that, there's only about 100 applicants, if that, I think. So you've got a very good chance of winning it. Just go into it, click the link down below, you'll go straight through to it. All you've got to do is put your email address in, so we've got a way of contacting you. We're not using it for any promotional, we're not keeping your details on file or anything like that. It's literally go into it so we know who you are. So click on it and let's see who wins. See you on Wednesday. Right, so we've definitely dropped an earth. So what we're going to do is just earth it with the jump pack. Go from one side to the other. This is good enough just to get it spinning, just to confirm everything's going to be okay afterwards. Should have a good earth path now on the starter, which we have. Oh, okay. Well, we won't run it for long. Just make sure we got a bit of throttle, because that's what the garage said. Right, quick. Let's just see if it starts on its own steam with that before we go any further, then we'll know roughly. Need to put the relay back in quickly. Ooh. Have to have foot on the brake. Oh, it likes that. That's good enough for me. Right, so we know we've lost engine earth. All we've done is bypassed it with the jump pack. We know the battery's okay, we know the earth to the chassis is okay, so that's all alright. So we're going to get this stripped out, find out where it is, what's going on. This is the point where we're getting the comments. should have checked that first. But like all electrical faults, once you found it, it does seem easy. This is number 3. Third engine earth strap we've had go in a year's worth of videos. That's just the videos, let alone the cars we've had come through the workshop. If we had to do every basic test, check engine earth strap, load test it, get someone to crank it over, again in this scenario, work out whether it's going to be the alarm, that stupid remote start. You can spend half hour every car, 4 cars a day, 5 days a week. That's a lot of time. So, yeah, we didn't go to this one first, but we've done our normal process. We have rules, we have processes we follow. We fix a lot of these, always down to the cluster, and then people phone us up and they'll say, you know, especially back in the day, got a Pajero with an aftermarket alarm on it, intermittently it doesn't start, don't crank, blah blah blah. Can you have a look, see if it's that? No, let's whip it out. Because, you know, they're the weak points, you know, so that's normally what we would have done. But because it was a complicated system, I didn't want to get too far into it, and I did want to carry out the basics. So it is what it is, where it is. Have we got an engine? No, that can't be it. Well, I'm going to have to do a bit of Googling. No, they can't have done that. I need to find a picture of where the engine earth strap is meant to be. You're going to like this. This, I think, is what they've used for an engine earth strap. A yellow connector. What's down there? Straight onto the engine, and it's all burnt out. That can't be it. So, 2 things have happened here. The original engine earth strap is gone, and they've done a bypass. Somebody's done a bypass on it. Or that's been doubled up, I don't know. No, why would they do that? I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. Either the last one's broken and they've just replaced it with that, thinking that's good enough, or it was missing, or it could have gone when the start. That could be an old starter motor where somebody was testing it. They've just said let's add another earth to it without checking it, finding it. So I'm going to have a look up, find out where the main engine earth is. We'll put a brand new one on it, a braided earth, proper braided earth, direct from the chassis to the engine, and that'll be that done. Let me just have a quick Google now. Let me have a look. Right, just had a quick Google up. That is where the main engine earth was meant to be. So, yeah, it's obviously failed at some point, and they thought that was good enough to get it going. It's obviously worked for a while, because the customer didn't know or didn't mention that that's been done to it. So, that'll be done. That'll be it. So, there's no need to go any further. You've seen it running. It's done its bit. So, as always, thanks so much for watching. If you think we could have done things different, which I'm sure you will do on this one, because the BMW one we had, yeah. One, they were mainly the normal garage. Why can't everyone just do this? But again, like I said in that video, too many people go down the rabbit hole of fitting this, fitting that, fitting this, fitting that, without doing the basics. But the garages can do all them basics and spend a load of time on it like we could have done, and it would be something confusing, something a bit more complicated. They just lose time. So they're just like, we'll have a quick look. No, can't see anything easy. See all that alarm in there and go, nah, send it to somebody who knows what they're doing. So thanks very much for watching. Drop a like down below if you liked it. Comment, which I'm sure you will. And we'll see you on the next one.